Welcome. This is another PSA. And this PSA is something that, I've been thinking about a lot because I have a lot of friends that fall into this category, which is I'm a first generation American. Both my parents are immigrants from West Africa. And one thing that I've been really blessed in my life to have is pretty understanding parents. And when I say that particularly in the arena of marriage or relationships. I have never felt pressure from my parents to ever have to marry a certain person. I've never felt pressure that I had to marry an African American, never felt pressure that I had to marry a Ghanaian, and I never felt pressure that I even had to marry someone from the same tribe. With that being said, I have a lot of other first generation friends who, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, are pressured by their parents to marry from within their culture or within their country or within their tribe. And my question is, obviously, in moving into this country, my parents understood that there were some sacrifices that they would have to make. And many of those sacrifices they understood would be cultural sacrifices. My mom says to me all the time, I don't expect my children to be full Ghanaians when they didn't grow up in Ghana. And that's very understandable. I am a product of my environment, and my environment is the United States. While my immediate environment is a Ghanaian, I'm a hybrid between the two. She believes that it'd be insane to put any restriction on who I can marry because, first and foremost, I'm a minority here. Most of my interactions are going to be with non-Ghanaians. And so I'm probably going to have a greater chance of finding love with someone who's not a Ghanaian. And they just understand that. And they've been open to that fact my entire life. My question is, what is it like living in a household where you feel pressured to marry within your culture or within your race? I've always wondered what that's like. Is it something that you look forward to? Is that something that brings despair to you? Is it something that, makes you feel like you're trapped? Because I know that that's a big thing for first generations like us, but I also feel like for white Americans and African Americans to some extent, there's this very interesting thing of keep it within your tribe. And I think that's a larger reason why we have so much division in this country is marriage is a very integral way to spread your ideas, cultures, and beliefs to a new group of people, right? Because you've become intertwined in a very, very special sense. And I believe that with us not intermarrying or not sharing those close relationships, we're not really fully bridging the gap. I believe in mixing, racial mixing. It doesn't really hurt me that much. But then again, I'm on the side of the oppressed, quote unquote. So I don't really have a say in it. I don't have any yearning to keep my family super black or super white or super whatever. I do what I want because at the end of the day, it's what brings joy to my heart. So yeah, that's kind of my question is, you know, what do you think of those who feel pressure to stay within your race or within your culture when it comes to marriage? And overall, what do you think of interracial marriage and how do you feel as though it can, either help us move forward or what are some of your reservations? So that's what I like to know. Thanks.